Just behind me was the track into one of the nice little campsites, but someone was parked at the top where the hazard light's going for some reason. This was the back entrance to it, I think. I don't know that you'll get through there anymore. That's all overgrown. The track down to it looked like it had been really dug out. But anyway, there are other campsites up here. If I find a nice one to show you, I'll get into it. But yeah, another one just here actually. Let's see if anyone's in here. I think this one's got a, yeah, there's someone down there. I think something white down there. Yeah, this one's no plates. Okay. This little campsite, you park where they are, camp there, and it's got a little walkway going down to the river. And there's a little sort of it's almost like a swimming pool in summer. A little bit of a trickle of water through it. Not too bad. But it's a very small spot. Alright. Is this the one I'm thinking of? There's a couple of them that were close together, I know. That's all overgrown down there. Anyway, see what we can find up the track. Stop recording. Stop. Well, don't stop recording. There you go. A little bit of a mud hole that's dried out. Straddle it, be no problems. Stop recording. Looks like there's some sort of a chicken track around to the right. And this one here. Oh, I remember this. That entrance can be a bit steep. This one here. And there. Which is okay with that tow ball. Oh, what? It didn't even hit. I was expecting that to drag the tow ball all the way down. And this does get quite sloppy in winter or in wet season. When it rains, at the moment, it's bone dry. Not sure if you can see down that way. That's there's a good little camp down the bottom of that one. It's quite a lot of room down there. You can get down it, but in the winter or when that's wet, that's like slippery clay. You would have fun getting back up it. But looks like someone's down there as well. I'd go down it because I know I can get back out of it. But I don't want to go down into people who are in there. And I think I can see something down there anyhow, so but that's a good one. That's if you come out to it, where is it? on the map. There you go, that one. Whoops. Campsite named. If you want to know where we are, there you go. So I haven't got much further to go up to the main road, and then we'll head back out. There's another one campsite left to have a look at. It doesn't matter. Alright, and as for the track, there's a few little drops that I've dropped into and banged the front end on things, which annoys me because I don't normally do that. So I'm wondering if this, when I get out onto the road and all that, I can check the car out. But I'm wondering if the shocks are actually wearing out and they're not slowing the rate of descent of the front end. When you think about it, it's quite surprising that this used to be a train line, considering what it looks like now. But then the train used to run down tracks which were on wooden sleepers, and it was all nice and graded and nicely done. This is just people driving over it, and the weight of the vehicles pushing down into the sand or the clay forces the track to bump up and down and make for a good little four-wheel drive track. There's a few little drops like this. There's another. I don't think it's a campsite. I think it's just. It might be a campsite there. Oh, I've got this on the map. No. Oh, is that the one I'm thinking of? I'll head in there. Oh, it's not the one I'm thinking of. This is a different one. But I'm surprised I haven't got it on the map. I'm just looking at those entrances. Go around that way. Front left's going to drop. Yep. I think someone's in here. Yep, someone's in here. I'll just whack this on the map. Spot. Dunk. Do-do-do. Campsite done. Save. Campsite is now on the map. When it updates. Yeah, this one's not a bad one, but in fact it's a good little swing spot. If I remember, there's like a rock ledge sort of thing there. It's holding the water back. And actually it seems to be quite good because up here you've got a little car park, so you can have a few people in there. .5 turn. Actually, I remember the days teaching people to drive Land Rovers and trucks and things in the army. And this is not going to go good. Land Rover's trying to do a 3-point turn, the old 3-point turn thing. I know, should have put it in 4-wheel drive and all that sort of stuff, but it was interesting to see what the traction was going to do. It actually braked the wheels and it was spinning and gave it more traction to pull out. But yeah, in the old days, 3-point turn, then we got the Land Rovers, and then they you just can't do a 3-point turn in a Land Rover, especially with 6-wheel drive ones. So we called them multi-point turns because you had to do like 5 or 6 tries to get around. this is sort of the last spot on the way out. The track sort of goes away from the river beyond this point. This actually used to be a crossing. I think it was actually an old train crossing actually. Might be someone down here too by the looks of it. Holy shit, what is that? Dirty Great Logging Road. Not sure I'm going to get down that one. I'll point you down it because I've got to reverse out. Yeah. You could probably get out the other side actually. There is a campsite on the other side of this thing here as well. I'm not going to go down that. And I think there's someone down there anyhow. But I'll reverse back into this little turnaround thing. God. Sometimes you just need forward drive. And I'm going to need forward drive to get over that log on the way out as well. Probably bent my side steps again. Now, which is the best spot? Low range. First, just to crawl up and on it. So it's going to go down. Alright. Need a bit of a run up. You don't want to hit it too hard though. Okay, well we're over it. I'm sure that left-hand side runner board's probably got a bit of a bend in it. Alright. Yes, that one there. On the other side, I was down here with my lovely little German Shepherd years and years ago. And she thought she was smart walking across the log, across the river. Then got a wet patch in the log and slid straight off into the water. Right, that is actually it used to be an old train crossing, I'm pretty sure. Went across there. Anyway, we are almost at the end of the track. Or the first section of the track. Did the centre section not yesterday, the other day. Coming backwards, and you don't really need to see the last section because it's just on gravel and bitumen roads, really easy. As for this track, I'd say the first section is more bouncy than the second section. Yeah, it's got a lot more of this sort of drop-ins, potholes, rough patches, all sorts of stuff in the first section. It sort of smooths out a bit in the second section. I thought that was going to be another drop-off, but it's not. Definitely good fun, and good for beginners. It's not a hard track. The only time I used four-wheel drive was just to get over that little log. The rest of the time, in fact now, I'm just plodding along 25 k's an hour in two-wheel drive, second gear. Not thrashing the engine, not braking things, enjoying the drive. Pretty sure there's no more campsites. The river's down there on the left. You can might be able to see through the trees, probably not. And in a second we start heading away from the river and then going up a like a bit of a valley. But I'm sure that was a campsite there, but it's all overgrown. That's the problem. When a bushfire comes through, burns everything off, then it rains, the tracks become unpassable or impassable down to those little campsites, so they just overgrow. I think it's around this corner we sort of head up into the forest instead of along the river. Yep. And we're not far from the end, probably only, what does that say, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, about a K. About a kilometre to Driver Road from here. Anyway, when we get to Driver Road, I'll stop and check the car out, check tyre pressures and all that sort of stuff, and head on home. There's another bit of rough stuff. There's just a drop in there. Doing. You can see where they've sort of piled rocks into the patches that were getting soft and sloppy. Eventually they'll smooth out because the rocks will get pushed down into the ground in the wet when the track's wet. And until then it's just a rough patch. There's a lot of road maintenance that's been done on this in a few sections, which is good. That track there used to go straight ahead up around to the right. It was an old train line. We go down here. It's good that they're doing the repairs to the track, keeping it open. Otherwise, you can smell a campfire. Or that, my car's on fire, probably. Yeah, it's good that they're doing the repairs to the track to keep it open. It would be nice if people would actually stay off the track in the middle of winter, so that it doesn't destroy the track. It's only clay, soft clay based road. Let me turn left here, I think, somewhere. So yeah, if you come down here with big mud terrain tyres in the middle of winter, you're just going to chew this track up and it's not going to be good for anyone. Oh, well, there was a track up there to the right. Should be getting close to the road. Yes, there's blackberries all through this area. I suppose if you're hungry it's good, but it scratches the crap out of you. And your car. We're just about to hit the end of the track. So I will be signing off. I hope you enjoyed that as a little bit of a video with a 360 camera just to see what it does. Hopefully it's not been recording upside down. I haven't even checked the other one. You can see this patch has been repaired. I poured the rocks and that onto it. Just haven't smoothed out yet, but that's alright. Yeah, you used to be able to go up through there. On the left. Went around the hill though. And just around here a little bit, there's Driver Road. So yep, there you go, another little video for you to have a look at. I'm going to stop here and just check things out before heading right and then right again and back into Dwellingup. If you turn left here and head down that way, that's the continuation of the Fawcett Trail, Captain Fawcett Trail, and that I did the other day, so I'm not going to do it again today, and I'm getting low on light. So hope you enjoyed that, and jump in your cars and come for a drive.